Hello, you're on time for New Vision TV News. I am Ruth Naseje. Raila Odinga is yet again close to winning Kenya's presidency for the fourth time. But as New Vision TV traces his life and career, the Kenyan politician seems to be dodged by bad luck from his youth. Will he make it this time?
In the highly tribalized Kenyan politics, it is bad enough to be a Luo, the Western tribe castigated by many Kenyans as being arrogant. It is even much harder if a Luo wants to be president of the Republic, which Raila Odinga is trying for the fourth time. At 72 years of age, 6 of them spent in maximum security prison and treason charges, Odinga is by far the most charismatic politician in Kenya. Yet fate has always dogged his attempts to go to State House. A mechanical engineer with a master's degree from former East Germany, Raila Odinga is son of Jaramogi Oginga Odinga, Kenya's first vice president with whom Jomo Kenyatta led Kenya to independence in 1963. It was a powerful alliance of a Kikuyu and Luo leader, both of equal stature, but they soon fell out, and from 1966, life has never been easy for the Odinga family. Kenyatta's Kenya was a repressive state with many political assassinations, and Raila's father, Oginga Odinga, led a life of semi-banishment in Nyanza province after the Kenya People's Union was burned in 1969. The KANU government, which became stronger by taking in the minority Kadu, with Daniel Arap Moi becoming vice president in 1967, harassed the Odingas until Kenyatta died in 1978 and Moi became president. On August 1, 1982, junior officers of Kenya Air Force attempted to overthrow President Moi, and Nairobi was flooded in blood. The coup plotters, led by Private Hezekiah Ochuka, fled to Tanzania, from where they were extradited a few years later and executed. Soon after the coup attempt, Moi declared Kenya a one-party state. He arrested Raila, the younger Odinga, on treason charges, and he spent 6 years in detention. In the early 90s, Kenya was pressurized to return to multi-parties, and a huge mass party called Ford was formed, led by the older Oginga Odinga. But Ford soon split between Kikuyu and Luo factions and was too weak to defeat Moi's KANU in the 1992 elections. The older Odinga died soon after, but Raila did not take over the Ford faction. He instead formed the National Development Party, finishing third in the 1997 elections, behind winner President Moi and runner-up Mwai Kibaki. Raila then surprised the public by forming an alliance with the man who jailed him for 6 years, merging his NDP with Moi's KANU. It obviously looked like a deal to enable Raila succeed Moi as president. In 2002, when Moi could not stand again due to presidential term limit in the constitution, Raila was shocked when Moi did not anoint him to lead KANU. Moi instead surprised the country by picking the 38-year-old Uhuru Kenyatta from virtually nowhere. Moi even disappointed his long-serving vice president George Saitoti, who had been waiting patiently for years to succeed him. Raila Odinga formed a new front to fight Moi. This was the NARC, with the elderly Mwai Kibaki as presidential candidate. It was largely Raila Odinga's mobilization that saw the wheelchair-bound Kibaki win the 2002 elections to become Kenya's third president. After defeating Moi, Raila Odinga became a senior minister in Kibaki's government. While handling the roads and works docket, Raila became good friends with his Tanzanian counterpart, the Works and Infrastructure Minister John Pombe Magufuli. Raila was expecting to become the NARC candidate in 2007, but this was not to be. By 2007, Kibaki's government had become so openly corrupt, and the power brokers would not allow anybody else to stand for president. Raila Odinga fell out with the man he had fought so hard to make president and moved on to join the Orange Democratic Movement, ODM. Kenyans went to the polls with a highly discredited Kibaki administration against Raila Odinga's ODM, and this time, Raila appeared set to defeat Kibaki decisively. Then, before the announcement of the results, Mwai Kibaki took the presidential oath at State House in a ceremony not attended by the public. When the Electoral Commission Chairman Samuel Kivuyutu was asked later who had won the election, he simply said, "I don't know." Violence broke out. The post-election violence following the apparent theft of Raila Odinga's victory left over 1,000 people dead and hundreds of thousands displaced. Thousands fled to Uganda and some settled in Bunyoro as farmers. The violence started in December 2007 and entered January 2008. The international community and regional partners, especially Tanzania under President Jakaya Kikwete, did their best to cool down Kenya. A power-sharing deal was hammered out, with Raila Odinga becoming Prime Minister and Kibaki remaining President. The two were virtually equal in power and were referred to as the two principals. Largely due to the balance of power, corruption in the Kenyan government reduced somewhat, and Kibaki's second term thus saw a lot of impressive infrastructure development. A lot of public land that had been grabbed by government officials was also recovered. When Kibaki's term was coming to an end in 2012, Raila this time stood against the rejuvenated Uhuru Kenyatta. Again, the election was disputed as final results gave a very narrow win to Uhuru Kenyatta at 50.07%. But even as the legal battles were being fought, Kenyans remained calm and there was no repeat of the post-election violence seen 5 years earlier. Raila and his running mate Kalonzo Musyoka went to South Africa for a break, while Uhuru and Deputy President William Ruto were being sworn in. Later, when Tanzania's ruling party, Chama cha Mapinduzi, decided to field John Pombe Magufuli as candidate, President Jakaya Kikwete is believed to have given Kenya special assurance that Magufuli's friendship with Raila Odinga would not affect the two countries' relations. Once again, Raila Odinga is standing against Uhuru Kenyatta, this time under National Super Alliance, NASA. Like Chizo Besigye of Uganda, this is Raila's fourth shot at the presidency. Uhuru's dad harassed Raila's dad. Then Moi, who was anointed by Uhuru's dad, jailed Raila for 6 years. In 2012, Raila accused Uhuru of stealing his vote. This time, the opinion surveys indicate that the two are running neck to neck, some saying Raila is in the lead. Will Raila this time overcome his obvious bad luck and go to State House? It is a matter of days, and the world will know.
You're still watching New Vision TV, and in our daily Pearl of Africa series, we take a look at Kitagata Hot Springs. Did you know that there is a hot spring in Uganda where residents bathe from and at the same time draw water and drink it? You will know why this happens after watching this report. Kitagata Hot Springs is located approximately 2 kilometers by southeast of the town of Kitagata, an urban center in the Shema district. The spring is divided into two, and one part is believed to have been used by the former king of Ankole, giving it its name, Echo Mugabe, or belonging to the king. And the other spring is believed to have healing powers and known as Mulago, named after Uganda's largest national referral hospital. The activities that take place here are bathing from the warm water, boiling of eggs by the locals, and also getting drinking water since there is no need for boiling. This water is said to warm up to 80 degrees Celsius. These springs have become a must-visit to Ugandans visiting the district for the first time, and also tourists from foreign countries. For more Pearl of Africa stories, visit our website www.newvision.co.ug. And that's all we had for you. Thank you for watching. Be sure to catch more of your news updates on your mobile phone, on your desktop, on your tablet, and anywhere on the go by visiting our website www.newvision.co.ug. I am Ruth Naseje.